Good day from the 65th Annual Cannes Film Festival. I'm Ian Roberts, and I'm presenting to you a program created by Paramax and Monde Ouest, a program entitled Cannes Echo 2012 in partnership with Screen International. In our program, we have a unique opportunity to take a look into the world of film finance. Through a series of interviews and roundtables, we gain valuable insight from the leaders of the film finance industry and how they are bridging the gap between unique storytelling and the financial resources to make them become a big screen cinematic experience. In this edition of our Cannes Echo Series 2012, we had the opportunity of sitting down with Paul Brett of Prescience Films for an overview of independent film finance today. Here's what he had to say.
Good morning and welcome to Cannes on this blustery day and to a Screen International conversation about the state of independent film financing in the world today. So let me kick off with you, Matt.
My experience has been over the past year, and especially this year, everything has been on a terrific upswing, actually. So from the perspective of financing to production to distribution to the independent film marketplace, I think there's not only a lot of movies being made, but a lot stronger films being made, both from a creative and a financial perspective.
What are the factors that are causing this upswing?
A down market for many years, I think has now changed in that there's more financing coming to the business. I think there's finally a need for bigger and better product, and so you've got a lot of larger actors and larger distributors now really pouring themselves into independent pictures. And the studio movies being bigger now, there's a lot more space for independent movies to kind of come on the rise and to grow.
Matt, you work in Los Angeles, but you travel the world all the time. Do you find that it's relatively easy to talk co-productions in Europe and beyond? Or is it very focused on what you can achieve during the Cannes Festival?
My perspective actually over the last many years has been it's continually been growing. So there's so many different countries that are working together, so many different countries that are working to figure out how to work better together, how to increase the ability to make more movies, kind of also in the studios who are now making much bigger movies and spending a lot more money and actually making fewer movies than in the past, so just more expensive movies. It's really left kind of a really big window for independent pictures, for stars to be making independent movies, for bigger directors to drop down into independent pictures. And so a lot of them looking at the international filmmakers, looking at the international actors. Actually, in all of the years, I have found more movies in America having international actors and international directors, and finding everybody even more excited and the once very segregated world of making movies for individual country, I think, is now crossing barriers in a bigger way than ever. So that's really helped with incentives and co-productions as a whole.
Matt, what are you seeking to get out of this market? Have you come with an agenda, or are you working spontaneously with the other producers here and financiers?
There's a few things. At a market like this, one of the first things I'm doing is trying to figure out really, where the financing is sitting at the moment. So when you look at it, there's new sales companies that are coming. The great news is that I'm not finding a lot of sales companies, or really many at all, going out of business this year, which is a great sign that the market's increasing. Looking for new ways of co-financing movies, looking for ways to see which distributors are really stepping up and really watching this marketplace grow in the past year, which has actually been fabulous after 5 years of such a down market. I also have, the projects that we're working on at Mandalay, and I'm kind of going through each one and basically filling holes with certain distributors or finding sales companies that need it, or talking to Al and saying, hey, we've got a great project, we take a look at it and see what you think, where we can sit down and discuss movies that we've sent maybe prior to the market, which is happening a lot more frequently right now. Is that, a couple weeks before the market, you're sending your script or your material to distributors where they would take a look at it. So by the time you get to market, you actually have something to talk about, which has really been fabulous. So mostly looking at everything from a distributor's perspective, from a sales company's perspective, and also there's a lot of equity that is really coming into the marketplace this year, which is, I think, super beneficial to movies that have a shortfall or have a gap and that aren't quite filled, even though the sales are very strong. And to see so many equity companies coming into the business right now to help get movies made has been really exciting. So kind of seeking out financiers is also part of my job.
Do you have a concluding comment about business here today on the Riviera?
Yes, I would love to see the studios continue to make bigger, more expensive movies, pushing transmedia, pushing technology, finding new filmmakers, finding new stars, so the independent marketplace can continue to flourish, because it's opening up doors for independent movies to, because they're making fewer movies, it's opening up the doors for independent movies to really find fantastic filmmakers and stars and make bigger movies, make better movies, let co-productions and tax incentives continue to grow. In the last 25 years, I have to say, it's a fabulous time for independent movies.
Thank you for watching our ConEcho 2012 series.